Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of BioShock 2. So,
Just
Sinclair.
rev up that drill of yours and slam right through that pile of junk blocking your way.
So yeah, this is where the drill dash comes in handy. So we power up and then we do this. Nice.
Shut up! Here he comes!
Probably not very lucky for you. I like how they light each other on fire now. That is pretty wicked. Oh, we should, I guess we should electrobolt.
Now, Gracie was on the top floor. Get on up there and persuade her to give you that override key.
Sure thing, Sinclair. Baby Snatcher. Yeah, she is not happy with me because that message is written specifically for me. Not so much as the one that was in the jazz ballroom, or the limbo room, but this one is specifically written for me because she, of course, blames Delta for the kidnapping of Eleanor from under her nose, and yeah, well, you know how that all goes. So let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, let's take a look at the. I'm gonna be cautious just in case. Okay. Just didn't want the elevator coming down on our heads, so we can go this way, which is cool. So this is Sinclair's place. You'd think he'd know the place a little bit better, but to him, of course, the only thing he really cares about is where Grace is at, and Grace, of course, is no, not camera. I'm hacking a camera. I want this. So Grace, of course, is upstairs. So we're gonna have to deal with that here in a minute. Ow! Kind of went overboard on that one. Should just stick with the one and be done with it, right? Okay, that's not working out for us. Let's try again. Ah, we're out of hack tools. Yeah, I shouldn't have wasted it. I should have just gone straight for the green and been done with it, but I got greedy. Well, we do want to explore this floor, but oh wow. Scary stuff. Lots of exploring here. So I guess we can just take a look around at some of these empty rooms. Although I'm pretty sure they're not going to remain empty for long. We're down to 13 shotgun rounds, which is fine. How do we get inside? Oh, well, that's pretty easy. We go around. Into the kitchen. So yeah, you can imagine this place was a flop house, basically, for people who were building the railroad and parts of the Undercity and whatnot, and then after that it was probably torn out or cleared out or emptied, and they said, hey, you're not supposed to live here anymore, you made a ton of money from doing your job, go back, live up high in the places you built, or whatever may have happened to them. And then Sinclair came in and refitted the place. A gift for them.
I know it's wrong to feel so fine right now, but I can't seem to quit this grin. Dr. Lamb came to tell me that Ryan's finally gonna lock her up. It's gonna gut the believers, and I should feel the same. But Sophia remembered that I was barren, and she asked me to take care of her baby while she's gone. Baby Eleanor Lamb. Gorgeous, clever little girl. I have a child now, and it's gonna put the whole world all right.
So there's basically all of Grace's story. She's barren, so of course she has a problem with not having kids. She can't have kids, of course. Do you mind? Anyway, so she has a problem where she can't have children, so when Sophia ends up going to prison, because, you know, that's how Ryan started, was by putting people who didn't agree with him in prison, she gave Eleanor to Gracie, and then I think Gracie kind of took it a little bit more personally than everybody else, because not only was she barren to begin with, but she basically figured, I have to take care of this girl. Okay, creepy Holloway is now super creepy, so she's thinking to herself, I have to take care of this little girl, and this is not a good thing. And in comes Delta, picks her up, or maybe she was just assigned to Delta, but point being is that she just took it real personal, and that's never a good thing. Well, at least not for me. Things get really weird down here. I know this is going to come back and bite me in the ass. I can feel it. Whoa.
Me and Mr. Ryan, yeah, we used to.
Me and Mr. Ryan used to be a thing?
There's none! There's none! There's none!
I think she's talking about Adam. Ow, 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 ow. Well, she got me in the end, didn't she? Wow, look at that face, man. Joker face up in there. Creepy. Creepy, 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 creepy. So I guess she was talking about Adam. And they were they having a conversation? Maybe they were working together. It's hard to tell. I do like how the splicers kind of work together now. That is totally awesome, though, without question. Alright, get this thing hacked up. Oh. Yeah, get that extra money. Steal first aid kit, don't need it, but that's okay, because it's in there in case we need to come back for it. Man, this shotgun is now beast, at least against splicers. But of course, we can't tell what splicers are going to be alive down here, so it's really difficult to... I mean, we could do this if we really wanted to, and if it's a body, we'd be like, yeah, see, no valid target in view, so we're like, oh, whatever. He might be alive, I don't know. Nope, he's very, very dead, okay. And into the hallway. Ooh, this gentleman did not make it. Sorry, buddy. Hello. Hello?
The baby snatcher's headed up into the hotel, family. He wants me so he can get to Eleanor. Tin Daddy feels no guilt. Tin Daddy feels no pain.
Oh,
but
crap, now I'm
we
drunk.
are the family, and we can teach him how.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, great. This is going to be a great firefight when they show up here. Let's do this thing! Okay, so that splicer was here somewhere. Debating? What is that? Oh, it's a little butterfly in a case. Okay. So he must have been one of Lamb's people. Can I get through? No, I can't get through here, but there's rivets in there in case I need them. Wow, those are some really nice pictures, considering how long they've been down here. Unless they're new, who knows? Maybe somebody actually comes by and cleans up. Nervous making. Can I get in here? No. Okay. Oh, this gentleman did... Oh, I wonder who he was talking to. Maybe he made his last phone call and that was the end of it. Sorry, buddy. Normally I don't take shotguns that people have used to eliminate their existence, but in this case it is a necessity. I don't think igniting this would do us any good, so I'm not going to waste the Adam or the Eve to try it. Can I get... Thank you. Through here? Ooh, more toys. So Sinclair toys. Well, this would make sense considering Sinclair owned the place. This is probably very close to his office or a back room where he stored stuff. Or maybe somebody moved stuff in here from another room. That would also make sense. And I think this is an exit. Oh, power to the people machine. Can't get to it. Nice little tease. Hey, buddy. Oh, see, now you're on fire. Okay, yeah, he's leading me somewhere. Which is fine. I don't mind. I'm okay with him leading me somewhere. The hell? What was that? Oh, okay. Oh, it's a remote hack. Do we have any remote? We don't. We gotta get to a circus of value soon so we can start hacking things again. Oh, hello, sir. You unfortunately did not make it, did you? I'm fairly certain that was a suicide. Very few people commit murder that way unless they're trying to make it look like a suicide. That's what I figured. Let's, well, you know, if nothing else, let's... What do we get? An A+? Sweet. Double tap, ladies. Yeah, I figured that might come out of it. Yeah, that was his butt. There's no real nice way to go around that. That was his butt just hanging out there. Probably sitting down there for too long waiting for a threat to come by. And of course that threat being me. I end up... Is he... Wait, did they bump him? I'm not going to... Not touching the corpse. I don't do that. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I don't do that. I don't mess with dead people corpses. It's rude in my opinion. Has classy clothes. Nothing finer for the gentleman of discerning taste. Oh, okay, cool. Whoa. Can we get past that camera? The answer is yes. Take a look for a big sister. Another rail car. We'll just call that... Oh, somebody triggered one of my alarms. That must be a way far away alarm for them to trigger it from here. You dead, sir? And what do we got? Freezing drill. Leave your foes out in the cold with freezing drill. Well, we already have the fire thing when people hit us, so we'll keep that since. Uh-oh. Test time. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not gonna survive that, lady. Can we get any, Is he honestly gonna take... Oh, no, he's gonna try.
Blood divides us, monster. It's blood that makes us strangers. But thanks to Dr. Lamb, we're all family now. One people, one cause. You can stop this heart, bleed this old body, but you cannot end the family. And as for you, Tin Daddy, you're dying alone.
Well, that might be true, except for the fact that even though you all have one goal and one blah blah blah, the downside of that is that goal can sometimes be bad, you know? Sometimes you can still be a douchebag, even though you think you're doing right. We need these. That's what we're looking for. Really? You can only buy one? Autohack Dart? You cannot carry any more of this item. These darts carry pre-programmed payload and will instantly hack any object on contact. Oh, cool. Well, that's awesome, except for the fact that I can only carry one, apparently. I don't know why that is, but, okay. Well, we'll just buy some shotgun rounds then, fine. If you want to be like that and limit me. Now, we're supposed to go up there, but again, what we're looking for is down here on this floor, and that includes a power to the people machine. We only have one hack dart, really? Okay, let's get this thing right. 1, 2, 3. And honestly, if this place wasn't that slummy, I mean, I kind of like the portholes. It'd be kind of cool to, like, live in a place that had portholes like this. I'm sure there are people out there in the world who have houses like this, and that's pretty sweet. Hello?
My dear Elite. No.
Watching you hurt shouldn't give me such a lift, monster. But I'm not as clean on the inside as the doctor. I'll take my joy where I can.
Well, that might be true, but, you know, don't be so horrible, woman. It's like, I didn't do it, right? I mean, I honestly don't know what to say to her. So we can do rivet gun damage increase. Well, I guess we'll just do shotgun clip size, because, whoa. Now we have a shotgun revolver. Pretty sweet. Anyway, I don't know. I don't feel any anger towards Gracie. Really? Wonder who that might be. I don't really feel any anger towards Gracie, honestly. I mean, it's not her fault. She kind of had it sucky.
Eleanor, and for the family. Ridiculous.
Nope. Not that ridiculous. Alright, we're down, well, 17 rounds, because now we have more rounds in the clip than not. Okay, I wonder if we can buy another dart from here. Can we? Can we? Can't, no. Oh man, well, we can buy more rounds, so there we go. Now we're up to 21 rounds. Okay, there was a staircase. Yes, staircase. So what we're doing right now is I know we need to get upstairs, but we also need to explore a little bit because this place has so much awesome stuff in it. I mean, I don't know. It may not have great awesome stuff in it, but it does have interesting stuff in it. I wonder what this place. Oh, I know. I know. There's gonna be a thing over here. We go. Whoa! Floorboard going down. Got to use a little bit more caution. Oh, really? We're maxed out on 50 cal rounds, and then we'll just use some of that. Profit coming, profit going. This has got to be Sinclair, right? Yep.
Now, I'm a modest man, but my piecemeal needle scam's an outright masterpiece. Some slob shacked up here buys a box of syringe parts from me for twice what it's worth. He assembles them in his rat hole, and I buy back the finished product for a dime against the dollar that I'll get from Ryan. Profit coming, profit going. Old Andy rambles on about the great chain. I got people shelling out to pull it for me.
Now, you gotta hand it to Sinclair. Scummy as he might be, that is a damn good business model, without question.
Andrew Ryan told me that in Rapture, it didn't matter where you came from. Bunk! Times got hard, and all our old bigotries bubbled right back up. But Dr. Lamb showed us that down under the skin, down under the money, down under our very name, we are family.
Yeah, that might be true, except none of you came out and saved each other's asses until after all, well, after all the horrible stuff happened. I'm pretty sure she was just laying in bed when that ceiling collapsed on her. Bad way to go, kid. At least it's better than being lit on fire, I suppose. I like how Gracie's telling us about how awesome she is. Poor Big D. Although I do love these little Big Daddy stuffed, like, I don't know, they're plushies. They're really cool. I mean, this one with the screwdriver in its eye, not so cool, honestly. But, you know, the idea is cool. Anyway, you know, I don't know. I don't have any hard feelings towards Gracie. It's like one of the... it's unfortunate with this particular game because they're trying, and they do a really, really good job at trying to connect you with the characters that you're dealing with. And it might be because of BioShock 1 and the fact that you never really came in contact with anybody that you don't really feel connected to the characters, you know? You don't feel like they're there. I mean, they were just voices on the radio in BioShock 1. So, of course, in BioShock 2, you hear them as voices on the radio, and you think to yourself, well, what's the point of getting connected? So, unfortunately, it's one of those things where I really would like to feel something towards Gracie. I really, really would, and I feel like the developers were trying to get me to. Whoa! By having her talk over the radio like she does. But honestly, when you have Fontaine going at you, and you have Tenenbaum going at you, and Ryan going at you all that time, and then now you even have Sinclair going at you, even though they did add the ability, they added the characters like being there in your face, being like, here we are, we're real people, we've been modeled, and everything else. You still have that sensation of they're not really there, and you don't really get a sense of their full personality simply from a radio conversation. And that's especially a one-sided overhead radio conversation. And that's really unfortunate because it would be really awesome if they did allow of a more more connectivity between you and your enemies, honestly, or you and your friends. And so yeah, I think that's why they kind of had Sinclair pop out of the thing and run to the train, because the only time you ever had anything like that, anything similar to that in any way in BioShock 1 is when Fontaine comes out, or Atlas comes out, however you want to say it. Again, spoilers for BioShock 1. I'm sorry. But honestly, if you're watching this, you have to have watched the first one, or at least... Okay, this is not going to work well. Let's, yeah, there we go. I think I'm gonna need something a little bit heavier. Like Electro Bolt? Okay, that was a start. Let's, telekinesis. That's also a start. Let's switch up to this gun. I just killed him with a, with a box of shotgun shells. Okay, so we got some points off of him, but I don't think it got us anything out of it, which I guess is okay. Won't complain too much about that. I did throw that box of shotgun shells down here, and I'm pretty sure it bounced back there somewhere. Anyway, so as I was saying, is that you don't really feel connected. So unfortunately, I don't really feel anything for or against Gracie. I mean, I feel bad for her because she had it kind of rough, just like everybody else did. But she keeps blaming Delta for the fact that Eleanor vanished, but I don't think I don't think Lamb and everybody else, or Suchong and everybody else went, hey, I have this idea, let's build these big daddies and let them go out and just steal kids from people. I don't think that's the way it went. I honestly don't. Unless, of course, because of Sophia's connection with everything, that is the way it went. You know, for Eleanor only, they said, hey, build a big daddy that's attached to Eleanor and send him out to go pick her up. The butterfly. So here, finally, we get to hear an explanation of why there's a butterfly mascot for these guys.
The blue morpho bounces off the glass as I watch. I fold these paper effigies as secret badges for the faithful. The morpho caterpillar doesn't spin a cocoon. It just grows armor on the inside before the change. It is us. To wear a butterfly is to support Dr. Lamb and the family. Before long, Rapture will split wide and take wing. Imago is coming.
So there's the explanation of the butterfly, which basically suggests that we look the same on the outside, but on the inside we are armored against Ryan, and we are going to help save Lamb. is how they're going with that. And that makes perfect sense. It absolutely does.
Gracie's room is just up ahead. Now, she's been sending all manner of unkindness your way, so I'm not particular as to how you take that key away from her, but she's old, and this grudge against you was based on a misunderstanding.
See, now that makes sense. And so Sinclair, it's kind of cool that Sinclair kind of tries to help you a little bit in that regard with the choice that you have to make. And of course, if you guys didn't know already, you do have to make a choice just like all the other choices. Whoa, hey baby, what's up? No, baby, you're really the only one. Oh, he was, wow, really? You were shooting at her and hitting me in the back? What a douche. Anyway, so Sinclair does try to help you out with the choice that's to come, and as I was stating, I really don't feel anything for or against Gracie because I don't know her as a character. You meet her through her dialogues, you understand her plight and everything else, but at the same time, it's like, I understand your plight, but I'm not, it's not up to me. I mean, you know, did I steal Eleanor? Did they steal Eleanor and then bring her to me? I don't know. So she blames you, of course, for her loss. But the question is are you really at fault? So we'll see. We'll see.
And that's 100. What a snap. Give Sinclair a few bucks for a load of vials and needles, then it's evenings putting these syringes together while I listen to the radio. Sell them back to Sinclair twice the price. What a racket. A few pinpricks here and there is nothing to complain about. Gonna be back on top soon. Thank you, Mr. Sinclair. Sucker.
So there's the other half of the scam. Nelson buys the parts from Sinclair, and if you listen to both conversations you have, Nelson buys the parts from Sinclair for more than Sinclair buys them from whoever, or finds them, however he gets his hands on them. Then he sells the completed syringes back to Sinclair for twice as much as he bought them for. Then Sinclair sells them for, say, twice as much as he bought them from Nelson to Ryan. And they wonder why the money wasn't flowing properly, honestly. Everyone's double dealing everybody else. Gee, Holloway.
We both died tonight, monster. I, because your kind has killing in its nature. And you, because there's no way the family will let you stroll out alive with that key.
So here's Eleanor's room. This is where she stayed before the first time she was associated with Delta, as far as I can tell. And this kind of gives you, this whole room right here, just this room right here, gives you an idea of the personality that they were trying to go for. I mean, apart from the bloodstains on the floor. But you have here, you have match cards for memory. So you have memory match cards. You have applied headology, which I believe is the study of... if it's the same kind of science as the other kind, I think it's a study of bumps on the head. So we have evolutionary biology, Darwin's law, we have, what is that, pressure mechanics, which I guess is hydraulics. We have a science book here with no title. We have practical eugenics. So we have all these science books, all this other stuff. You have a little music box, which suggests that she's still a little kid at heart. Then you have all this, like, trig here. Well, not trig, it's algebra, just basic algebra, it looks like. Yeah, so you have basic algebra here, and of course the little star, or the little sun in the corner, you know, still a little kid. Then you have your age here, you have Teddy. Teddy's only this tall. Eleanor at 5, 6, and 7. Then you have a picture of her and her mom, and I guess that's her connection to her mom. A puzzle, which would be very difficult to put together, honestly. And then, like, you know, little science equipment, keen observer, and then, of course, the plasmid is for us. But this basically gives you an entire outline of Eleanor's personality, or at least what they wanted her to be, before she was taken by Delta, or before she was taken to be a little sister. And at the same time, you have, like, Eleanor's room, keep out. So she was a little kid, but at the same time, they were kind of training her to be an adult. Barbarism.
I got in a fight with a dog eater today. His name is Amir, and he was picking on a smaller boy. We called a truce when his nose went red, but Mum says I'm becoming a barbarian. So I said, Eleanor, eat dog now too. Barbarian. Happy. And Mom said, they only think they're happy because they're selfish and ignorant. Eleanor, think ignorant sound like fun.
Ignorance is bliss. Keen observer. Get more bang for your research buck with Keen Observer. Carry your analysis further than you ever thought possible. Now this This one I will switch out right away because that is an excellent, excellent, excellent thing to have, especially since I don't really use the research camera as much as I should. And so for the few times that I do use it, getting the extra bonus will be super duper epic. So now we have to go talk to Gracie. This is a very similar setup to what she had in the Limbo. Okay, let's check this out. I do love this window. Look at this window. That is an excellent window. That's an excellent view. Very expensive view too. I'm sure by Sinclair standards it's a very expensive view.
Empty house. Only an echo to my name. Eleanor. Baby, where are you? I turned my back and someone took you. It happened so quick. I'm not even a half mama to you, girl. I couldn't protect you. This poster of Dr. Lamb in my room is staring me down like it knows I'm ashamed. I've always been loyal to your real mother, Eleanor. Always trusted her with my secrets. But I lost you. What will the doctor think of me now?
Now, though that dialogue is supposed to tell you there's a button back here, I do like the fact that they tore a hole in the poster just to make sure you wouldn't miss it, because that's a very important thing. So even though she gives you the suggestion that I always trust your real mother with my secrets, and it's like, oh, maybe there's something behind the poster, up until this point, there's never been a time when we've had to knock down or otherwise use or remove a poster. So unless you happen to be walking by and see the button like that, which is very rare for you to be turning because you'd have to be pretty close to it, because even from this distance, you wouldn't see it. You could miss this and then run around this whole area for hours and then get really pissed off because, of course, you can't finish the game. And it's really sweet that they just... This one little hole right here is such a great design choice, because that way you wouldn't miss it. But I did want to point out the psychological nature of Gracie with this this little bit here on her bed. The Big Daddy with, once again, a screwdriver jammed in the side. She has a rage issue. Now, as you can tell, she blames Delta, but from her dialogue, it suggests that whoever took Eleanor was stealthy. And, well, you've heard Delta. Not exactly the quiet one, right? So she blames Delta because he was assigned Eleanor, but it really wasn't him that took her, you know? So let's go ahead and pop this hidden switch, and I think... Yeah, there it is. So we have a secret room back here. Odd that it's here unless Eleanor, or not Eleanor, unless Grace herself put it in. Unless she found it and Sinclair had it put in here, which is quite the possibility, honestly, that Sinclair had some hidden rooms and whatnot back here. Alright, so now we get to talk to Gracie face to face.
I know what you're here for. Go on, take it. I won't have you touching me. Dr. Lamb trusted me to care for her child. And I tried. But baby Eleanor disappeared. And then one day, I see her walking with you, looking wrong. And when I tried to hold her, you knocked me down. Broke my jaw. So I'm ready, baby snatcher. Come on in and finish the job.
See, now, this is where you get to make your choice, whether or not to take out Gracie. And honestly, from her...
Your call, friend. Gracie's unarmed, for what it's worth.
So yeah, so basically, when Delta was with Eleanor and she tried to grab Eleanor, he took it as a threat, just like any Big Daddy would. And so he knocks her down, breaks her jaw. She gets mad, thinks that he's the one who took
What are you doing?
Eleanor.
Come on, you goddamn monster. Do what you always do. Come on.
Whatever. I'm out.
To hell with you then. Go on.
You're a bigger man than I am, Chief. Maybe next time she'll think twice about pointing fingers before all the facts are in. Now, let's
Exactly.
be on our way. Eleanor's waiting.
Alright, so now that's the lockdown key to get outside. Confronted Grace.
You had me under a gun, yet you just walk away? No monster alive turns the other cheek. No monster does that. A thinking man does that.
Strange, isn't it, that a thinking man do
I
that?
know that Dr. Lamb is no liar, but she's got to be wrong about you. Doesn't seem right now, letting you walk into that bushwhack waiting outside. I can't call off the family, but I can whisper a bit and improve your odds.
So yeah, Gracie, because we left Gracie alive, we get a little bit of bonus, and I do like that. I do like the fact that if you keep her alive, you do get that bonus where she she can't call off the family, she can't call off what's coming, but she can warn you about it, and as she said, even the odds a little bit. So that is awesome that they even leave bonuses in that regards.
These whirlybirds are custom jobs by an old friend. I'm afraid this is all I can do for now.
Elite security bots. 2 elite security bots on my side.
Lantern's lit. I'll find you.
You'd like to, but you won't. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some video. Let's see. Thuggish Splicer research bonus, increased wallet cap. You can carry more cash. Very odd thing to get, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, so yeah. It's really interesting that not only do they give you the choice, like with a little sister, where you can get a bonus if you keep them all alive, or you get extra Adam if you kill them all off, but at the same time, choices like keeping Grace alive gives you a bonus, 2 security bots on your side. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. But it has gone over time for now. Now that we have the key, we'll be heading back towards the exit. But before we do that, I do want to explore this place a little bit more, make sure we didn't miss any rooms, because I'm feeling like I missed maybe a floor, maybe a room or two. Don't want to do that this video, of course, because we have gone over time with Grace. But we will go back through and then exit out the way we came in the next video. So I will see you guys there.